Good morning, everybody. Good morning, students. Good morning, parents. Thank you so much for coming this morning. I'm Miss Barone. I'm standing in for Miss Land this morning. She's not able to join us today, so I want to welcome you all, and hopefully we have a wonderful Friday. This is our first STEM Student of the Month Awards for this school year. We are so happy and we are so excited that you all could join us today as we celebrate our Tigers who have demonstrated the STEM trait of respect. We have some people here that are key to helping us out in the mornings when we do things like this. Again, I'm Miss Barone, one of the assistant principals. We have Amy Kay, one of our guidance counselors, Melissa Craig Clark, assistant principal, Jody Knowles, guidance counselor. Mr. Weaver's taking a video so you guys can watch later on our YouTube channel. Mr. Harris is all the way in the back there. Good morning, Mr. Harris. I saw Miss Stanfield Griffin here a few minutes ago. I'm not sure if she's still with us, but she was back there. We have Heather Homan, our school social worker. Kim Downing, one of our guidance counselors. Carmelita Bell, guidance counselor. And Marnie Wonderly, who will be taking over in just a few minutes, one of our guidance counselors as well. This year, our theme as a school is leading everyone in growth opportunities. This is the acronym for LEGO. Because we believe that it takes everyone in the school community to learn and grow, we've utilized this theme in conjunction with our STEM traits. Each trait is represented by a LEGO figurine who exemplifies this STEM trait. September's STEM trait is respectful, and it's being represented on the student certificates by a LEGO figurine representing the armed forces. Members of the armed forces demonstrate respect for our country because they hold a deep admiration, care, and love for where we live. It's out of this respect that they enroll in service, sacrificing many elements of their lives for the freedoms of their fellow countrymen. Today we honor all of our Tigers who have demonstrated respect at TBK8. Thank you all for being the models of respect in your classrooms and within our school community. And I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Ms. Wonderly to the stage to MC the awards. Have a great morning.
All right, good morning. You guys sound sleepy. So let me tell you how this goes if this is your first student of the month or if you're a returnee. So we go by grade levels, and I will call you up. Miss Kay and Miss Knowles usually help you get up on stage and organized. I read what your teacher who nominated you has said about you. You're going to come across the stage this morning. You shake Miss Downing's hand. She's going to give you the coveted magnet. And then you shake Miss Barone's hand, and she's going to give you the awesome certificate that has that LEGO figurine on it. And then at the end, when all the students from that grade level are up here, you just kind of stay on the stage. We have an opportunity for friends and family to come and take a picture. And then you'll go down the stage on the other side, and either Miss Bell, Miss Homan, Mr. Harris, somebody will kind of help you get down the stairs and back to your seat. Now, just so that you know, I know it is very exciting and it's hard to sit quiet for so long, but we recognize all the way from pre-K through 8th grade. And it's about 120 students that receive this award every month. So please, after you've received your award, I know it's exciting, but when you go back to your seat, if you would sit quietly and listen to what the other students are getting their award for, that would help greatly. All right, here we go. So Miss Kay has gotten our pre-K students already, and I think we have, oh, I forgot the most important part. This is how I know it's you. So you all have your nameplate. You had one on your chair, and you have one taped to your chair. This is kind of getting you ready for graduation, right, Mr. Harris, coming from high school? So you're going to hand me your name. That's how I know who you are. I'm going to make sure that I read what your teacher said about you. You can leave the name tag with me and then you can move on to get your goodies, okay? But please bring your name tag because that helps me be able to find, although many of you I know, but you know Miss Winterly's getting old. All right, here we go. This is Isabel, and Isabel is in pre-K. Bella comes to our classroom each day greeting friends. She's always polite and uses kind words. Bella is helpful and treats her classmates as she would like to be treated. And then we have Jordan Walker. And we're going to hold applause till the end of each grade level. Jordan Walker is our student of the month for being respectful at all times. She listens and follows direction in her classroom and helps her friends by reminding them to make smart choices. She is always helpful to her peers and teachers. She helps her friends clean up and helps her teachers pass out materials. When she sees a need, she responds without hesitation and without being asked. She is caring and makes sure to include any friend who wants to play. And this is Miles. Miles is very helpful to his friends at circle time. He helps his friends turn his chair and return it after partner songs. He is also enjoying his classroom job of cleanup reminder and is very good at asking when it's okay to ring the bell. And this is Adam. Adam is new to our class, but he's adjusting very nicely. He is such a sweet little boy and is always so polite to his friends and teachers. As he becomes more comfortable in his class, he's starting to talk more and share his ideas. He's always careful to remain respectful to others' feelings and personal space. We are so proud of him. And these are our pre-K students of the month. So at this time, friends and family of pre-K students, you can come closer to get a picture. Kindergarten, if you would stand and look to Miss Knowles. She's going to get you up on stage. Kindergarten, I need you to stand up and follow Miss Knowles and Miss Kay. They're going to help you get up on stage. Okay, here comes kindergarten. We have Evan. Evan was selected by his class because he's very kind to everyone. He cares about them and their feelings, and we love having him in class. Carmela has been such a great role model to other students in class. She goes above and beyond to show respect and kindness to anyone she is around. Maddie is a polite and helpful student and peer. She expressed kind actions with all peers. She's eager to help others and is considerate. She is a role model and respects all respects of her school, her peers, and her teachers. Sukriti shows respect for her teacher as well as her classmates. She comes into the classroom each morning with a smile on her face and a warm greeting. She respects our classroom and school rules and is a role model to other students. Sophia is the STEM student of the month because she always treats people the way she wants to be treated. She's polite to her friends and consistently uses her manners. She's a good listener and follows all the class rules. She tries her best every day to be a great role model here at TVK8. Vincent is a wonderful example of a respectful student. He is always using his manners and tries his best even when the task is challenging. He is kind to his friends, and we love that he's part of our class. Caleb is a very polite, respectful, and helpful to all his classmates, teachers, and other peers and adults. He is calm, a good listener, and a good thinker. He follows all class and school rules and directions and knows what is expected of him at all times. And this is Cedric. He is not only respectful towards his teachers, but also respects his peers and other adults. He always uses his manners and is very polite. He also takes his peers' feelings into consideration as they work and play together. And these are our kindergarten students of the month. family, you can come closer for a picture at this time. And first grade, if you would stand, and please let the first graders come through. Ms. Knowles and Ms. Kay are going to help you get up on stage. And I know Ms. Barone mentioned it, but just so everybody knows, we do videotape and take pictures, and you can see them on our YouTube channel as well as on our Twitter feed. I know, I told you it was going to be exciting. Here comes first grade. This is Nikita, and she is respectful to everyone. She uses nice manners and listens to others. She is always there to help a friend and helps them in any way she can. I told you I gave you names. Jillian is always so kind to others, helping out whenever asked. She respects and understands her role at school with her teachers and peers. Thank you, Jillian, for being a respectful member of TDK. Juana is a very respectful student. She shows respect to her teachers and classmates every day. She uses her manners and remembers to be kind at all times. Kellen is always respectful and using his manners inside and outside of the classroom. We love how he encourages others to be respectful as well. Kenley is very respectful of all people, big and small. She wants to help her peers in whatever they need, and adults as well. She's the first to volunteer for errands to help clean up or to explain something. Maurice is very respectful to his classmates and teacher. He uses good manners and is considerate of others' feelings. He always treats others how he wants to be treated. Mia is a very sweet and respectful student. She is kind and is willing to help her peers. Way to go, Mia. Keep up the great work. Justin is a pleasure to have in class. He's very attentive and follows directions the first time. Way to go, Justin. Gabriel is always respectful to adults and his peers. We can always count on him to respect others with differences and be kind to his friends. He always uses his manners when talking to adults and is always respectful. Julian is always respectful and considerate of everyone's right to learn. He's a great role model and a wonderful helper. Way to go, Julian. And this is Kennedy. Kennedy is kind and respectful to her teachers and peers always, no matter what the situation. She always uses kind words and has a great smile. We're happy to nominate her for the respectfulness trait. And these are our first grade students of the month. Second grade, if you would stand up and look to Ms. Knowles. She's going to help you get up on stage. Second grade. And first grade parents and friends, feel free to come closer for a picture. Okay, starting off our second grade Students of the Month, we have Peyton, and Peyton is very respectful, especially in the area of science. He performed the first classroom lab experiment demonstrating how a volcano works. Aisha is the perfect example of someone who's respectful. She is very aware of others around her. She shows that she cares for her peers and her teachers with her helpful choices. Miriam is one of the most respectful students I've ever had the pleasure to teach. She always thinks of others and goes out of her way to be helpful. Jaden is so encouraging when he talks with others. He is always praising the other students in our class when they find success. He uses kind words, good manners when talking with adults. He is responsive and receptive when he's being coached by his teachers. Harsha was nominated by his classmates for respect. He is admired by his classmates for his good and respectful qualities. He always has a big smile on his face and is excited to be at school every day. Lamar is respectful to his peers and teachers every day. He works hard to be a good friend and contributor to the classroom. He always uses good manners and follows school rules. Nazir is being nominated by 2 teachers this month. He always interacts with all his classmates in a friendly, respectful manner. He's a good listener, a strong contributor when doing group projects, and encourages others to do their best. He listens respectfully to his classmates and his teachers. He's an excellent example for others on how to be respectful. Landon never fails to show respect in the classroom. He's consistently nicely reminding others of class rules, setting model examples, listening to others, and most importantly, being a kind friend to all. Abdallah is always respectful towards his friends and anyone he interacts with. He will go out of his way to help a friend anytime they are in need. He is such a good listener and is always kind. Janet Justin deserves our STEM Student of the Month award for being respectful in PE because she sets the right example for her fellow classmates. She's always on task and ready to start the lesson with a positive attitude and a smile on her face. Arabella is the epitome of respectful. She is always using her manners, kind words, and accountable talk with her classmates. She is polite to adults and anyone she encounters. This is Catherine. We are very proud to nominate Kate as the September Student of the Month. She has demonstrated how respectful she is by watching out for her peers when they need help, doing nice things for others even when she isn't asked to, and following directions carefully. And these are our second grade Students of the Month. Okay, third grade, if you would stand and look to Miss Knowles and Miss Kay. They're going to help you get up on stage. And family and friends of second grade, you can come closer for a picture. Third grade, I need you to stand and come towards Miss Knowles so she can get you up on stage. Parents, can you guys scooch up so my third graders can get out? Here comes third grade. This is Madison, and Madison is an extremely polite child that exemplifies this trait through action every day. She's very considerate of her peers and her teachers. Jacob exudes respect on a daily basis. He treats everyone around him with respect and kindness, whether it be working in a small group, kindly reminding others of expectations, or showing his peers that he values their opinion by respectfully listening and responding. Eva is pleasant to all she comes in contact with. She's aware of others' feelings and appreciates the values and opinions of all. Gabriel is our STEM Student of the Month for respectful because he has shown respect towards his classmates and teachers. He thinks before he speaks, listens to classmates, and is always respectful even when he disagrees. Ty cares about his classroom, his friends, his teacher, and his school. He shows respect in everything he does. He will hold the door, let a friend borrow a pencil, follow all of the classroom rules, and show that he is ready before directions have even been given. Braylon is a great student who loves school and baseball. He is a very respectful kid on and off the field. He's very polite and has excellent manners. He always treats his teachers and classmates with respect. Billy exemplifies the September STEM trait of being respectful. He listens, follows directions, and is always willing to help others. He shows respect not only to adults, but to his peers. Southwick is a wonderful student and a great example of being respectful. He is always kind and courteous to both adults and his classmates. He is polite at all times. He is also respectful of the rules of our classroom as well as our school. Alina is being nominated STEM Student of the Month because of her consistent demonstration of respect towards adults and peers. She uses kind words at all times and avoids displaying offensive gestures, even during situations where one may typically become easily agitated. She takes a moment to stop and think before reacting. She is a well-mannered, obedient, and naturally abides by school-wide expectations. Alex is such a respectful student and overall great kid. He is always thinking of others in every situation. He is a role model amongst his peers. He takes pride in showing respect in every aspect of his life. We are so proud of the great person he is. And these are our third grade students. Fourth grade, go ahead and stand. Fourth grade, stand. And look towards Miss Knowles and Miss Kay. They're gonna help you get on stage. And third grade parents and friends, you can come closer for a picture. All right, we are halfway there. Here come our fourth graders. This is Hayden, and Hayden is the STEM Student of the Month for respect because he holds himself in high regard when it comes to getting and giving respect. He follows the golden rule every day by treating others the way he wants to be treated. Alyssa's classmates will proudly say that she routinely uses kind words and manners. She helps out any student in need and is always willing to include anyone in an activity, even her teacher. Kaya demonstrates respectfulness because she is always ready to support any student or teacher in need. Recently, she has been helping a student who needs assistance with a wheelchair. This has been a huge help for a friend. She always supports her friends and has something positive to say to her peers. Janvi shows respect to her teachers and her fellow students. We are so proud to have you in our class. Our class chose Megan for our Respectful STEM Student of the Month because she plays with everybody, and when someone is sad, she makes them happy and is also helpful in the classroom. She is respectful of the way others do things and never argues. Jaden is respectful to his peers and teachers. We can always rely on him to be kind and supportive to everyone he encounters. We chose Jaden because he does what is right, even when no one is watching. Since the first day of school, Mark has shown a great amount of respect for his peers as well as his teachers. He holds education in high regards, and he genuinely takes care, and that makes him an outstanding member of our classroom community. Brooke is a student who is respectful of authority, herself, and others. I am so proud and thankful to have her superior example of a solid moral character in my class. Josie, you're a delight to have in class. You are helpful and kind. When we saw that the STEM character trait was respectful, I thought of you right away. You are always so respectful in class to me and your fellow students. You are always there to lend a helping hand with anything anyone needs. Tyler was nominated by his class because he always listens to his teacher and is a great listener to his classmates. He shows respect for others by being kind to them. They also mentioned that he shows respect for himself by always doing his very best work. And these are our 4th grade students of the month. Fifth grade, if you would stand and look to Miss Kay and Miss Knowles. They are going to help you get up on stage. And 4th grade parents and friends, you may come closer for a picture. Fifth grade starts with Layla. Layla is one of the sweetest and most respectful students we have met. She demonstrates respect for her peers and her teachers. She's careful, organized, and neat. We are lucky to have her in our class. Anthony shows respect to others by helping others, opening the door for others, smiling and being friendly, even sharing his cookies with others. He's always respectful to his teachers and classmates. I know sharing cookies is kind of hard. Sean is always respectful in his interactions with his teachers and with his classmates too. He helps others willingly and with a positive attitude. Sean is a wonderful role model and a valued member of our class community. Vriti couldn't deserve this award more. She is respectful to everyone around her. She's kind, polite, and always considerate of others. She's the type of student who makes people around her feel appreciated. Caden is always doing what he's supposed to be doing and respectful to other students and teachers. Jaden is such a respectful young man. He is always courteous and polite to his classmates as well as his teachers. Marco is extremely respectful in class, using his manners, being an active listener, and always willing to help a friend. One of his classmates even wrote, "He has shown a lot of respect to me because we are friends, and I needed help in math and reading, and he helps me." Gianna is extremely respectful to her peers and adults. She is a wonderful addition to our classroom family and consistently displays the willingness to help others. Sayali is respectful every day at school. She is polite to her teachers and her peers by saying please, thank you, and excuse me during the school day. She is also attentive and listening to others when they are giving directions or even sharing thoughts in discussion. Her fellow classmates feel that Avery is a friend who truly listens to others, not just with her ears, but with her heart and her eye. She is someone who is kind, trustworthy, and helpful. She follows the directions of the teacher and does any task that she is asked. She is not just a friend, she loves everyone and cares for her classmates by sharing and working collaboratively. Joshua is being nominated by 2 teachers this month. Whether he is passing in the hall or entering class, Joshua always says hello, he is always courteous to others, works well with his classmates, and is respectful towards them. Ziad was chosen by his classmates for showing respect at school. His classmates share that if others are having trouble, he helps them, and he doesn't leave anyone out. He's always paying attention in class and never plays around. He is a role model to all. Hugo is always on point. His positive attitude and infectious energy gives the students around him a wonderful learning environment. His focus during lessons demonstrates for other students what's expected and encourages them to follow his lead. And these are our 5th grade students of the month. All right, 6th graders, you are up next. So if you would stand, 6th grade, and Ms. Kay and Ms. Knowles will kind of help guide you. And 5th grade parents, go ahead and feel free to come closer for a picture at this time. All right, here come our middle schoolers. This is Nelson, and Nelson is the quintessential model of respectful. He is not only polite to all of his classmates, he is also helpful and encouraging. Diana shows the utmost respect when she is in class. Not only does she always remember to use kind words such as please and thank you, she always responds to all the adults with a yes ma'am or a no ma'am. Nicholas is always showing concern and respect for his peers during activities. He's very thoughtful and helpful. Cassidy demonstrates a respectful attitude daily in practicing good manners of being polite and considerate to others. She's also courteous and considerate of her classmates, which makes her a great role model. Veronica is a smart girl who pays attention to the feelings, wishes, and rights of others. Keep on respecting people, Veronica. Grace shows respect to everyone in first period. She listens while others are talking, responds appropriately, and shows regard for peers' feelings. Emily's being nominated for September Student of the Month because of her great manners, polite conversations, and positivity towards the other students. Amaya always uses her manners, asks permission, and follows directions. She's truly a pleasure to have in class. Scarlett had a schedule change into my class. She came in and got to work immediately. She's very respectful and does not let peers influence her behavior. She participates in discussion and is a great asset to the class. Janita is an amazing young lady that is always ready to... She is always ready to lend a helping hand. She does whatever is asked of her all the time. Louisa is a perfect example of this great quality. She's always polite and kind towards her peers and teachers. This quality makes Louisa stand out in the classroom. Mia is an amazing student who demonstrates courtesy and courtesy and graciousness. She always shows good manners and is polite to both adults and classmates. Lucas is a respectful person because thus far in the school year, he's demonstrated courtesy and good manners. He is helpful and has shown respect towards others and his teachers. When teaching and speaking to him, he listens attentively. And these are our 6th grade students of the month. Seventh grade, if you would stand and follow Miss Kay and Miss Knowles. They'll get you up here. And 6th grade parents and friends, you may come closer for a picture at this time. Seventh grade starts with Madison, and Madison was nominated for always being helpful, kind, and respectful. Emmy is always respectful in the classroom. She treats her classmates and teachers with kindness, respect, and consideration. She is a joy to have in class. Deanna is kind to teachers and students. She respects the class, school, and individuals as a whole. She's willing to go above and beyond in order to make all classmates feel comfortable and accepted. Kenyon is always the first student to greet me in class. He's polite, smiles, and treats others with the utmost respect. Alexa is an amazing young lady who is polite and respectful to everyone in all situations. Her respect earns her the admiration of her teachers and the friendship of her classmates. Brianna always has a respectful and courteous demeanor. She's mindful of both her contemporaries and her teacher. She is a real bright spot during first period PE. Christian is always courteous and respectful of his peers and teachers. His positivity and bright smile make him a pleasure to have in class. Olivia is nominated by 2 teachers this month. She's receiving this award for her ability to remain respectful in all types of situations and circumstances. She's always willing to help in the library or class no matter what is asked of her. Trey always comes into class and is respectful to his teachers and peers. He's a great role model for his peers and encourages them to do the right thing. Elijah is always respectful to teachers and peers. He is always helpful and makes everyone feel positive and upbeat. And these are our 7th grade students. All right, 8th grade, stand on up and get ready to come up on stage. And I don't want to call anybody out. Let your parents take and your friends take pictures. All right, friends, these are our top Tigers. These are our 8th graders. Genesis consistently greets the teacher and other peers in a respectful way. If a student is struggling, she offers to help in a way that is respectful to the student. Being in an ESOL class, Genesis helps create a climate of respect and understanding with all students in the class. Ibsen is always respectful, not only to adults, but to his peers. This is only one of the many amazing traits that make him an awesome student to work with. Cameron is a conscientious, considerate, and hard-working young man that has displayed the utmost respect towards other members of class and himself from the moment he entered my class. Paige is an outstanding young lady and student. She is very organized, hardworking, and trustworthy. She has spent hours organizing the choral music library. She is simply awesome. Emily is a great student who always acknowledges her teachers with a courteous bow and hello. She always follows directions and is very respectful. Kalina is a perfect student that always carries herself as a respectful tiger. She is respectful to all peers, teachers, and staff inside and outside of the classroom. She is respectful with her words and actions and is an excellent candidate for the Respectful STEM Award. Lawrence is a polite student, always ready with a friendly greeting to start the day. He works hard in class and is willing to help others. He is respectful of teachers and peers, and he is a role model student. Landon has been a bright spot in the Abbott family. He is extremely creative and always shows manners to his peers and teachers. It's a pleasure to have him. William is always very respectful in his interactions with both peers and adults. He consistently displays respectful behaviors like holding doors, asking permission, and addressing people appropriately. Alicia is a great leader in class. She dresses out and participates daily. She encourages the other girls in the class to participate in PE activities and is always willing to help. Ariana is very respectful to her classmates and teachers. She works well in groups, follows directions, and is always polite to her teammates. Devin is receiving the award for demonstrating respect not only to his teachers but also to other students. No matter if tasked with assisting the teacher or other students, we can trust that he will be respectful to all. Bruce is the epitome of respectful, truly. He is consistently an active member of the conversation, whether he is responding to adults in conversation with thoughtful, ongoing responses, being a listener who shows he cares, or asking if he can help out in any way. Camilla respects everyone at school. She always does her best, showing respect to her classmates. She listens actively to others, shows kindness and helpfulness, and she is a great example of an awesome student. And these are 8th grade students. All right, parents and friends, Miss Wanderly says so. You can come closer to get a picture. See how they were trying to get past me real quick. This time we're almost there. We just have, I'm going to call Miss Barone back to the podium. We have just a few more special awards.
All right, let's have our students just sitting. You've got just a couple more minutes. We're almost there, and then you'll be able to go back to class, okay? Just a couple more minutes. All right, it's time for the Teacher of the Month. So let's see who our teachers are in each of the grade levels that are respectful. So the way we do this is we have somebody nominated from K through 2, or pre-K through 2, 3rd through 5th, and then we have a 6th through 8th grade teacher, and then we have somebody off of our leadership team as well. So let's welcome this morning, Miss Homan. Through her patient and caring nature, Ms. Homan is the leadership team nominee for the STEM trait of respectful because she listens attentively to the needs of her students. Whether it's a student needing extra nurturing, a parent with a concern, or a teacher needing support with students, Ms. Homan demonstrates respect to all by listening and patiently working through the problem. What an amazing example of respect. Well deserved, Ms. Homan. Our middle school teacher for respect is Mr. Holcomb. Mr. Holcomb is being recognized for this month's trait because he has demonstrated great care for his students and fellow staff members. Not only is he respected by his peers, but also has earned him respect from USF's College of Engineering staff and students due to the work that he has done with them. He has taken a diligent role in helping with daily supervision and has the utmost respect of his peers as a leader in content knowledge and his willingness to collaborate with his team. We congratulate and appreciate Mr. Holcomb for being this month's middle school nominee for STEM Teacher of the Month. Our primary Teacher of the Month, Ms. Bontrager. Ms. Bontrager is receiving this month's STEM award because of her respectful nature with her students, peers, and colleagues. Her respect for the TVK8 school community is reflected through her leading and participating in many initiatives, including Communication Chair for PTSA, leading teachers as a member of this year's LEGO Camp, and participating on the Technology Leadership Team and STEM Squad. Her love and dedication to TVK8 and her students shine in everything she does. Thank you, Ms. Bontrager, for being so respectful for our school community. Our intermediate teacher of the month, Ms. Blackwell, was not able to be with us today, so she will get recognized next month when she returns. So congratulations to you all. I'm so proud of every single one of you. And just sit and wait for further directions from our guidance counselors.